I found it. It's like but this is Jeremiah 23 and verse 5. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, which is Yahweh, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. Don't say nobody else. Don't say any other nations. And this is his name whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. It doesn't say he will lead up the seed of all nations out of the north country. It said he would lead up the seed of Israel, seed of the house of Israel. So only Israel will be saved by the Lord. This is Romans 11 verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. So all Israel shall, it don't say all of the nations shall be saved. All of Israel shall be saved. And who is that? Who is that deliverer? Yahweh. This is Isaiah. It's like we almost done. Oh, I need to bring it out. This is back to Yahweh. This is Isaiah 14. If I can get there. And verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel. And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So he will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. He will not choose no other nation. He's choosing Israel. Which just baffles me. This is 2nd Ezra 6. 2nd Ezra 6. I'm gonna start at 8. And he's 2nd Ezra 6 verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Who is the kingdom of heaven for? For Jacob, Israel. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. This is Joel. Slacky. This is Amos. Slacky. This is Amos 8. Right, come. Amos 8. What am I going through? Slack. Amos 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. So he will destroy, as he said, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord. So is the Lord a man to lie? No. He just said he's going to destroy this sinful kingdom off the face of the earth, saving that he won't destroy the house of Jacob. Who is the house of Jacob? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now, did he include any other nation? No, he did not. This is Micah, chapter 4, verse 10. Micah 4, verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. So he's going to redeem us from our land. So in Babylon, which is America the Great, Babylon the Great, which is America, slightly, he will redeem us from our captivity. Slack. See what that says. Let's try this. Boom. So I'm gonna read this again. Micah 4, verse 10. Being in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail, for now shall thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. So he will, so in the land, so in Babylon shall he redeem us. This is Baruch 2 and verse 30. Just like it. Now listen to this. Baruch 2 verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities shall they remember themselves, and they shall know that I am the Lord their God. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the ways of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. He just said he's going to save us from the land of our captivities and bring us back into our homeland. Our homeland is the kingdom of heaven. It is where the kingdom of heaven will be set up for an everlasting kingdom. Zephaniah 2 and verse 3. And the coast shall be for the remnant of the house of Judah. They shall feed thereupon, and the houses of Ascalon shall they lie down in the evening, for the Lord their God shall visit them and turn away their captivity. Whose captivity? This is Psalms. I don't got it, so I'm going to get in the other Bible. This is Psalms. Psalm 14. Verse 7, oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion, when the Lord bringeth back the captivity of his people. Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad, the captivity of his people. It's like we almost done. Zephaniah 3 and verse 11. In that day shalt thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me. For then I will take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty, which means proud, because of my holy mountain. I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of the Lord. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity nor speak lies, neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth. For they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, and be glad, and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord hath taken away thy judgments, he hath cast out thine enemies. The King of Israel, even the Lord, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil any more. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thy hands be slack. The Lord thy God in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful from the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. And I will give them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord. Whose captivity? His people's captivity, just as I stated in Psalm 14 verse 7. So I'm about to close it out, but I'm going to close it out with this. Do I want to get anything else? Nah, I think we good. But here's the point right here. I was saving this. Let me get this. Before I get what I was going to get, I just stumbled upon this through the will of Yahweh. By Hashem Yasser. Jeremiah 33 verse 36. And now therefore thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, concerning this city, wherefore ye say, it shall be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon, by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries whither I have driven them in my anger, and in my fury, and in great wrath, and I will bring them again into this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God. And it goes into the new covenant. So he's going to save us from the land of our captivity where he has driven us. This is Daniel. So let's go back to Daniel 2 verse 44. Daniel 2 verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So who is this kingdom for? The house of Israel. Salaki. Let me see something. Con. So this is Daniel 7 and verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Who are the saints? Who are the saints? Psalm 148:14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. A people near unto him praise ye the Lord. So the saints are the children of Israel. This is in Micah 4 verse 8. So we just said, so in the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people, the saints of the Most High. This is in Micah 4 verse 8. And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto thee shall it come, even the first dominion. The kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem. So it shall come to, we get first dominion. Jacob gets first dominion. This is Daniel. Where is it at now? Slovakia. Just had it earlier. I want to say it's an 8. It's in Daniel's. I know that much. Is it before it? Can't be, can it? Come on. There it is. It was before it. This is Daniel 7. I'm going to close that on this. So Daniel 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High, which are the children of Israel, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. I didn't say that just now. I didn't add that and ever. I didn't add that. No, I would not do that. The Lord added that and ever. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. The kingdom of heaven is not just for us, but we're going to take the kingdom. We're going to take this kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So, it's not like we're just going to take his kingdom. It's not like we're going to be given this kingdom. It's just going to be like, well, you've had the kingdom long enough. We're just going to give it to this other nation. We're going to have the kingdom for eternity. As Buzz Lightyear said, to infinity and beyond, we're going to have his kingdom. But, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Lord willing, you know who the kingdom of heaven is for now, if you got through this lesson. I had some mix-ups, screw-ups, but it ended well, feeling good in the spirit. But Lord willing, it's edifying. First and foremost, I like to say, Kal Hala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yasai Ba'Shem Arkakedas. Giving our glory and honor to the Almighty Yahweh. Double honor to the elders, pastor, and millstone, who taught us truth. And shalom to the same faithful brother out there who's teaching the truth and edifying the brothers and sisters right standing diligence. And shalom to the same faithful Agwaf, which are women who believe on this truth and who may have watched. Until next time, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Get prepared. Kwam Yashala.